I have three items I want to visit with you about this evening, and then I want to just a reminder on two recent projects or projects that are now underway that we issued press releases on too as well. So the first item I want to visit with you about is the City First Parking Plaza. This project involves the construction of a new and enlarged parking lot on the south side of our office building, our City First building. It has taken significantly longer than we thought it would to move this forward, but Rudy Construction is now making significant progress. Currently, they're working on the electrical conduit, and when that is done, they will soon move to the hard surface, we believe, and the contractor still expects to have the hard surface done by the end of the month. So that's a pretty aggressive time frame. The new lot will have an asphalt surface, and when it's completed, we'll have 54 new public parking spaces. You might recall that the previous lot in the old Chase Bank drive-through was demolished at the start of the Public Safety Center construction, and then the contractor for that project, Timberlake Construction, used that area as a staging area. The contract amount for our parking lot is just a little over $800,000, and all of that funding comes from the 5-year temporary Public Safety Center sales tax. And the second item is sales tax. We have now received our last check of the current fiscal year, and actually this last check was down a little. It was a decrease of about 2.35% below budget, and as a result, our annual total, which includes all the monthly checks but not the year-end adjustments, for the year we are a net 0.78% above last year. That compares to what we budgeted as 2.5% growth. That net figure also includes the adjustment that we make every month now for the reduced retainage from the Oklahoma Tax Commission as well. And even though that is less than 1%, very candidly, realistically, we feel positive about being above last year in any amount, especially given the current economic climate in Oklahoma and when you consider the situation that we all know about in several other cities as well. So we feel good about that annual total. Excuse me. The third item is an update on the Spring Creek Trail construction. Rudy Construction is also the contractor for this project. This involves the construction of a 3-mile trail along Spring Creek, basically starting from the frontage road on I-35 to Spring Creek Park. Right now they're working with the excavation and fill work, and they have cleared the area under the interstate, and actually they're using that excess material in the middle of this trail section really to bring that back up to grade level. The goal at this point from the contractor's perspective is to begin laying asphalt in August and complete the entire trail project in early fall. The current contract for the trail is about $2.9 million. That's entirely city funded from the 2000 capital improvement sales tax. And our people are still looking at the possibility of extending a small section of that trail from Spring Creek Park to the park entrance on 15th Street. If that materializes, it would be a combination of both grant funds and city funds. So we'll have more on that for you in the future. But hopefully we will have a new dedication at some point in the not too distant future. And in addition to those three items, Madam Mayor, I'd also like just to remind everyone we issued a news release in the last few days. The construction is now underway on the Covell Road widening from Fairfax Boulevard to I-35. That widening will also include 1,000 feet, both north and south of the Sooner Road intersection as well. The work is expected to last 310 calendar days, and that's with cooperative weather, so this project will be an ongoing one for quite some time. We will leave the road open during construction. There'll be one lane in each direction, but I think as we've done recently on some other projects, We strongly encourage motorists to consider alternative routes if you have those in your travel plans, because that area is going to get bottled up at least several times a day. We're certain of that. So anyway, the cost of that project is roughly $12.5 million. We're providing 53% of that money, and ODOT's providing the balance. So we're underway with that, and it's a very necessary project, especially given the anticipated economic development activity that we're looking at in the I-35 and Covell area. And one other project that I think it may not be underway yet, but it will be very soon, and that's the construction of a new northwest water tower. It'll be at the northwest corner of Coffee Creek Road and Broadway. We don't anticipate any road closures with this project, but again, there'll be a construction type environment in that area, so we want to make people aware of that. This project will be complete. It's anticipated to be complete in September of next year, so they're going to be on this a while as well. Landmark Structures is the contractor, and the total price tag is almost $5.9 million, and all that money, of course, comes from our water fund.